Hey guys, I thought that I would try to make a quick little update video. I haven't been on and posting. I decided that it was probably best for me to just maybe keep some things inside and finish processing everything on my own. I'm about 90-ish days of a breakup of my fiance of 6.5 years. And if you want to know why we broke up, go to the other videos. They're kind of long, so feel free to read it in the description or to fast forward the parts. And just a PSA or a warning, I'm pretty emotional during those. So if you are an empath, it might make you cry. If maybe you've been through something similar, it might trigger you. So just a warning. I guess really all I can say at this point is things have slowly fallen into place as far as where am I going to go, permanently, and just how am I going to continue on with my life, where am I going to continue on to, and I'm very thankful for the friends and people that I do have in my life that were willing to help me during this transitioning period, this time. I couldn't have done it without them. So I'm really grateful for that. It's obviously not home, but I'm comfortable, I've got most of my things, my essentials, so I have what I need, I've got my pillows and stuff, I have a way to take care of myself where I'm at, but, yeah, I'm ready to be in my own place, definitely, where I can just be myself, and, if I'm having a really rough, bad day, I can look and feel like I'm having a rough, bad day, and I don't have to worry about, a roommate or anybody, I guess, being worried about me or just questioning why I'm down and out so much, things like that, because obviously my health is still a work in progress as well. But I did end up finding a place to go. Signing a 1-year lease. I'm renting out basically the bottom of this home, and it's affordable in my price range. It's all furnished, which is even better for me. And it's in a really nice area, and it's close to like my doctors and my therapists and just, people, my family, and it's in an area that I'm pretty familiar with. So I feel comfortable doing that. This kind of came out of nowhere when I found it, and they responded right away, the landlords, and they're really nice people. And the wife, I guess, actually has some health issues as well, and so we were kind of able to bond a little bit off that, and she understood what I was going through with not only dealing with the health issues, but now also dealing with this huge life transition of losing my partner and dealing with a brain injury and just all this other stuff I've been through, in the last 90-ish days. Well, really the last 2 years, but obviously the last 90-ish days have been the craziest. But yeah, I go and I check that place out Thursday, and I told her, I'm ready to sign the lease and move right in. So April 1st, I should be in, no problem. I got a storage unit for any of my big things that I might be able to get back from my ex. I've got family, friends trying to help me with that. I don't really have anything huge. I mean, I have a coffee table, but honestly, it was he can keep it if he wants, because where I'm at, I'm pretty sure there is one. So, but again, I could always put it in my storage unit, keep it for when I go on to my next place that's not furnished or whatever. As far as the health update goes, I guess, on the side of things, I had learned a little bit more from Mayo Clinic about just brain agitation and how you can just ways to help slow the brain down, especially when it is getting overworked up or agitated, things like that. It's just things you have to worry about, I guess, when you have a brain injury. I didn't really know that the brain would get agitated per se, but obviously I've felt with certain things I've done, I can feel symptoms increase and I can feel things get worse for me. But I had no idea that one of my medications could have caused this blackout. I had no idea that some of the other things that were in my life could have been causing it too, and not just sleep, but other things. So I got a new psychiatrist who is, again, not too far away from my place, which I'm excited about. And they do offer telehealth, which is really great for me because driving's not always the easiest. But I'm excited to get, some help with like my medications and things like that, things that can help with my mood and maybe my energy. And then obviously we're looking to try to find something that maybe could work for sleep until we figure out, is it the fluid that's actually causing me not to sleep, or is it the damage, or what? Is it just the condition I have in general? That all could be the reason. So it's really hard to know. But in the meantime, we're going to still keep trying and just see if there's anything out there that could possibly help me just get even just a little bit more sleep than I am. So that way I can have a little bit more of a functional life. So, and then obviously not have to worry about going days without sleep and, going into a memory lapse, things like that. So yeah, I'm excited about the new doctor. I'm still waiting to hear back from Mayo Clinic as far as the approval for the surgery and like get my date for it and everything, but hopefully that'll be coming. It is a relief to know that I have a place like to live and be set in, so I know I'm going to be comfortable when, I need to come home and finish recovering after surgery. I know I'll be at the hospital for a bit recovering and probably will have to do some rehabilitation of some sort, but otherwise it's going to be on me. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Definitely would be trying to maybe document that. I don't know. We'll see. But let's see what else. I don't know. I've got back in with all my other doctors. I'm going to see my regular doctor today. Just making sure I'm staying on, like my antidepressant and mood stabilizer and, just things like that help when you are dealing with depression, anxiety, and traumatic brain injury and all that comes with it. So, yeah, I don't know. There's really not much else to say. I mean, him and I still have remained in no contact. I still cry every day. You would think that at some point I just can't cry anymore, but I think that just goes to show how deep my love was for him. And I can't compare what I'm going through now to anything I've been through before, especially because I haven't had very many relationships because I've been a long-term relationship kind of person, and being with someone before for 13 years and then passing away, was devastating, obviously. And it's just, again, I can't compare the two situations because one was ripped from me because of death, and then the other is ripped from me because of my health and whatever, and things I caused because of it. And it feels so similar in a way. It's just kind of like you're just left behind. I don't know how else to describe it, but I know he's scared, but like, we can make this work. We have before. It would be nice to know where he was at, what he was feeling, but just to have some sort of peace and comfort knowing that he does still see a future at some point. I just have to get better first, and over the next 6 months and more I'll be doing that. Obviously I already have been working on myself incredibly hard over the last 2 years, but this condition and brain injury stuff just really threw me for a loop. Like, I don't wish this upon anybody. I really don't. Like, no one deserves this. No one deserves any of this. And I know everybody goes through stuff. I've been through my fair share of things, let me tell you. But this is just so unfair. Like, if I was just like some crazy violent person and mean, like, it probably wouldn't affect me this much. But knowing that I caused something unintentionally and I couldn't control it, it like kills me even more. If I could just go back and just get to a hospital, something, everything would be so different right now. But I sit here and it's hard to be on my phone because everything just reminds me of him. Every meme, it's been algorithm to basically heartbreak right now, and all I see is just things that resonate and just make me sad or mad or whatever. And it's hard to look at my phone, like pictures, videos, because he's all over my phone. Him and the dog, they're all over my phone, and I can't delete it. I can't. Like, I'm not there yet. I don't think I ever will be. So I'm just trying to avoid the things that make me upset. And that's one reason why I haven't been updating as much. It's been a lot to deal with emotionally, and I just wanted more time to process alone. But I mean, I'm gonna still sit here and remain strong and just try to focus on me. That's what this time is supposed to be all about, I guess, you know? Because I have to get better. And I already tried so hard, but... So I'm trying to do anything I possibly can different. And, it's just really hard doing it on your own, and again, all of these unknowns, and just, it's a lot, but I am going to remain brave. I'm going to remain strong. And I'm just going to keep swimming until I can't swim anymore. So for anyone out there that is dealing with a breakup, if anyone is dealing with health issues, brain injuries, that kind of stuff, things that have affected your life in some sort of way, comment below. Share your story. You'd be surprised. You can meet some really wonderful people when you open up. People who have been through some dark times too, and people who just have such a good soul. They're out there. So don't give up on yourself, and we're not going to give up on you. So comment below, share your story, be open, and just know that you can make it through anything. Sometimes you just have to let yourself sit and feel and go through the motions, as painful as it is. But you will get through it. You will. One day. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an awesome week. And I will be back on to update, hopefully in my new place. Take care.